My beloved child. Stop scrolling for just a moment. There is a story unfolding that feels strangely familiar, and perhaps it found you at exactly the right time. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Imagine, for a moment, that heaven is watching two hearts moving through different paths, two lives that seem separated by distance, time, and unanswered questions. One heart belongs to you. The other belongs to someone whose soul has been quietly changing in ways no one else can see. This is a fictional inspirational story, but if it speaks to your heart, let it encourage you. Something unexpected happened. Not because the world changed overnight. Not because fate suddenly rewrote every page. But because your soulmate saw something inside you that could no longer be ignored. And in that single unforgettable moment, their carefully built walls began to fall. Don't skip. Every second from this point matters. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. For so long they believed they had everything under control. They convinced themselves they could hide their emotions behind a smile. They acted strong whenever your name appeared. They buried questions deep inside their heart and pretended they no longer cared. Everyone believed the performance. Even they started believing it. But heaven often allows one small moment to reveal what years of silence could never hide. It wasn't your appearance. It wasn't your words. It wasn't something expensive or extraordinary. It was something much deeper. Something almost invisible. A quiet strength. A peaceful confidence. A light that remained even after every disappointment tried to dim it. The moment they witnessed that quiet light, everything inside them shifted. Suddenly every memory returned. Every conversation. Every smile. Every opportunity they allowed to slip away. Every moment they told themselves, maybe later. That later suddenly felt impossible. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Their heart began asking questions they had avoided for so long. Why can't I stop thinking about them? Why does their peace affect me so deeply? What is it about them that no one else has? No answer satisfied them. Because what they saw could not be explained with ordinary words. It reached beyond logic. It awakened something they thought had disappeared forever. While others noticed only the surface. They noticed the courage hidden behind your quiet moments. While others saw ordinary days. They saw someone who kept moving forward despite invisible battles. While others overlooked your kindness. They realized kindness like yours is rare. That realization overwhelmed them. For the first time in a long time. They lost control of the emotions they had hidden from everyone. No one expected it. Not even them. Meanwhile, you continued living your life without realizing that your quiet resilience had become someone's greatest lesson. Sometimes the strongest message isn't spoken. Sometimes it is simply lived. That is what shook their heart. Stay with this story. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The angels in this fictional story whisper a simple reminder. Never underestimate the power of becoming the best version of yourself. The greatest transformations often begin silently. Before anyone says a word. Before anyone reaches out. Before any reunion becomes possible, a change happens within the heart. That hidden change is where every meaningful story begins. Your soulmate tried distracting themselves. They stayed busy. They filled their schedule. They surrounded themselves with noise. Yet every quiet moment brought them back to one thought. You. Not because of perfection, but because authenticity cannot be forgotten. That truth became impossible to escape. They remembered the times you chose kindness instead of bitterness. They remembered your patience. They remembered your hope. Piece by piece, those memories became louder than every excuse. And for the first time, they wondered if they had misunderstood everything from the very beginning. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next part of this story reveals the decision they never imagined they would make. A decision that could change everything they believed about love, timing, and second chances. The story is only beginning. Listen carefully, because the next chapter changes everything. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The moment your soulmate believed they had finally regained control, life placed another unexpected reminder directly in their path. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't loud. Yet somehow, it carried more weight than anything they had experienced before. A single memory returned with remarkable clarity. Not a painful memory. Not even a romantic one. It was one of those simple moments that seemed ordinary at the time but suddenly became priceless. They remembered the way you remained calm when others became impatient. They remembered how you encouraged people without asking for recognition. They remembered how your quiet strength spoke louder than endless words. That memory refused to leave. They tried focusing on work. They tried distracting themselves with conversations. They told themselves they were imagining things. But every attempt only made your presence feel stronger. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. In this fictional inspirational story, the angels gently remind us that the greatest changes rarely happen through force. They happen when a heart becomes honest enough to face what it has been avoiding. That is exactly what was happening. For the first time, your soulmate stopped running from their own feelings. Instead of asking, "Why can't I forget?" they began asking, "What if this person was never meant to be forgotten?" That single question echoed through every quiet moment. Suddenly, the future looked different. The plans they once thought were important no longer felt complete. Achievements no longer brought the same excitement. Even the laughter around them couldn't silence the quiet voice inside that kept whispering your name. Something was changing. Not around them. Within them. The walls they had spent so long building were beginning to crack. Every crack allowed more truth to enter. Every truth carried them closer to a realization they had feared for a long time. They admired more than your appearance. They admired your heart. Your resilience. Your compassion. Your ability to keep believing even after disappointment. That was the something they had seen in you. It wasn't temporary. It wasn't something anyone could imitate. It was genuine. And genuine things are impossible to ignore forever. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Meanwhile, You continued moving forward without realizing that your quiet growth had become the answer to questions your soulmate never knew how to ask. Sometimes the most powerful influence comes from simply becoming who you were created to be. Without chasing. Without proving. Without demanding attention. Your peace became louder than words. Your confidence became brighter than appearances. Your kindness became unforgettable. Your soulmate could no longer pretend those qualities meant nothing. In this fictional story, the angels smile because they know that every sincere transformation begins with one brave decision. To stop hiding from the truth. And your soulmate was standing at that very moment. The next choice would not be easy. It would require courage. It would require humility. Most of all, it would require admitting something they had never admitted before. That confession was already forming in their heart. But they had no idea that one final unexpected sign was about to appear. A sign that would leave them completely speechless. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because in the next part, the story takes an even deeper turn, and the message your soulmate can no longer keep hidden is finally about to come into the light. Just when everything seemed quiet, an unexpected moment changed the direction of the story. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. In this fictional inspirational story, the angels watched as your soulmate reached a point where pretending was no longer possible. Every excuse they had relied on began to fade. Every distraction lost its power. The silence they once welcomed now became a mirror, reflecting the truth they had tried so hard to avoid. One ordinary evening, they found themselves revisiting memories they hadn't thought about in a long time. A smile. A kind word. A quiet conversation. A moment when you showed patience instead of frustration. None of those memories seemed extraordinary at the time. Yet together, they formed something impossible to ignore. They realized those small moments had quietly shaped their heart in ways they never understood until now. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As they reflected, a surprising thought entered their mind. What if the greatest thing I ever found wasn't something I lost, but someone I stopped appreciating? That question lingered. The more they thought about it, the clearer everything became. They recognized that what had truly overwhelmed them wasn't a single event, it was the consistency of your character. Even through challenges, you chose hope over bitterness. Even when life tested your patience, you continued moving forward with grace. That quiet strength had become unforgettable. The angels in this fictional story gently remind us that genuine character often speaks long after words have faded. It leaves an impression that time cannot easily erase. Your soulmate could feel that truth more strongly than ever. They realized they had spent so much time searching for extraordinary signs that they nearly overlooked the extraordinary qualities that had been present all along. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. That realization stirred something deep within them. Fear slowly turned into courage. Regret began transforming into determination. Instead of asking, "Is it too late?" they started asking, "What can I do differently if another opportunity ever comes?" That change in perspective marked a turning point. For the first time, they stopped focusing on what had gone wrong and began thinking about what could still be made right. Meanwhile, you continued walking your own path, unaware that your quiet resilience had become a source of inspiration in someone else's journey. Sometimes the greatest impact we have on others happens without us ever knowing. The angel smiled, knowing that sincere transformation begins not with grand promises, but with honest hearts willing to grow. Your soulmate was becoming that person. Not overnight. Not perfectly. But genuinely. And genuine change carries a quiet power. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Then, just as they believed they understood everything, one final realization stopped them in their tracks. It wasn't about the past. It wasn't about missed opportunities. It was about the future. For the first time, they imagined what life could look like if they chose honesty instead of fear, gratitude instead of hesitation, and hope instead of doubt. That vision filled their heart with a new kind of peace. They knew they couldn't remain the same. The next step would require courage they had never shown before. And in the next part, this fictional story reaches an emotional turning point, as your soulmate prepares to make a heartfelt decision that could change the course of everything they believe about love, trust, and new beginnings. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because something huge is waiting for you. The silence had lasted long enough, now the truth was ready to step into the light. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. In this fictional inspirational story, the angels watched as your soulmate stood at the edge of a decision that could no longer be postponed. Every lesson, every memory, and every emotion had brought them to this very moment. For so long, they believed strength meant hiding their feelings. Now they understood that true strength meant facing them with honesty. That realization changed everything. They no longer asked whether you were worth remembering. Instead, they asked themselves why they had waited so long to appreciate what had always been so rare. The answer wasn't easy. It was fear. Fear of being vulnerable. Fear of making the wrong choice. Fear of opening their heart again. But fear was slowly losing its voice. Hope was becoming louder. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The angels in this fictional story remind us that every meaningful journey reaches a point where hesitation must give way to courage. Your soulmate had arrived at that point. As they reflected on everything they had witnessed in you, one truth became impossible to deny. It wasn't your success that inspired them. It wasn't your appearance. It wasn't anything temporary. It was your unwavering spirit. Even during difficult seasons, you continued to grow. Even when life became uncertain, you chose kindness over resentment. That quiet consistency became the very thing they admired most. They realized that genuine character shines brightest when no one is watching. And that was exactly what they had seen in you. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. With every passing day, their perspective continued to change. They became more patient. More thoughtful. More grateful. The qualities they once overlooked had now become the qualities they searched for everywhere else, but never found in quite the same way. It was then that they understood something deeply personal. Some people leave memories. Others leave transformation. You had become the second. Without trying. Without demanding attention. Simply by remaining true to who you were. That realization filled them with both gratitude and humility. The angels smiled, knowing that hearts transformed by sincerity rarely remain unchanged for long. A new chapter was quietly beginning. Not one built on perfect circumstances, but one built on wisdom gained through reflection and growth. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Then came the moment that caught them completely by surprise. As they looked toward the future, they no longer imagined walking through it alone. For the first time, they pictured sharing hope, encouragement, and new beginnings with someone whose presence had already changed them from within. That vision didn't bring fear anymore. It brought peace. A peace they hadn't felt in a very long time. And with that peace came one final decision. They would no longer allow uncertainty to keep writing their story. They were ready to let honesty guide the next chapter. But the angels knew one final surprise still remained. A quiet encounter was approaching, one that neither of you could have predicted. It wouldn't arrive with noise or spectacle. It would arrive at exactly the right moment. And when it did, both hearts would understand why every delay, every lesson, and every season of growth had prepared them for what was about to unfold. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because the final chapter reveals the unexpected encounter that brings this fictional journey to its most heartfelt and hope-filled conclusion. And then, the moment no one expected finally arrived. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. In this fictional inspirational story, the angels watched as every lesson, every unanswered question, and every quiet season came together like pieces of a beautiful puzzle. Nothing had been wasted. Every delay had shaped a stronger heart. Every challenge had prepared both of you for a deeper understanding of what truly matters. Your soulmate was no longer the person they had once been. The fear that had controlled them had become courage. The uncertainty that had clouded their heart had become clarity. The silence that once separated them from their deepest feelings had become the place where truth finally found its voice. They realized that what had caused them to lose control wasn't confusion. It was recognition. They finally recognized the quiet strength, genuine compassion, and unwavering hope they had seen in you all along. Those qualities could not be forgotten. They could only be appreciated more deeply with time. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The angels in this fictional story gently remind us that some of life's greatest gifts are discovered only after patience has done its work. Hearts often grow in silence before they are ready to speak with honesty. That was exactly what had happened. Your soulmate no longer wished to carry regret into the future. Instead, they chose gratitude. They chose growth. They chose authenticity. Most importantly, they chose to become someone worthy of the love they had come to value so deeply. Meanwhile, you continued moving forward, unaware that your example had quietly inspired another person to become kinder, wiser, and more courageous. Sometimes we never realize how much our character influences others. Sometimes the brightest light shines without ever trying to be noticed. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As this fictional journey reaches its conclusion, the angels leave one final reminder. Never underestimate the quiet work that hope is doing within your life. The moments that seem ordinary today may become the memories that transform tomorrow. Every act of kindness matters. Every moment of patience has value. Every step taken with faith and integrity leaves an impact greater than you can imagine. Whether someone recognizes it today or years from now, genuine goodness never loses its meaning. That is the true message hidden within this story. The greatest beauty anyone can discover is not found in perfection. It is found in a heart that continues to choose love, compassion, forgiveness, and hope despite every challenge. And perhaps that was this your soulmate saw in you all along. Not something temporary. Not something that fades with time. But a character that quietly reflected light wherever it went. That was the moment everything changed. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. If this fictional story encouraged your heart today, carry this reminder with you. Keep growing. Keep believing. Keep choosing kindness even when no one notices. The right people are often changed by what they quietly see in you, even if they never say it immediately. Sometimes the most meaningful transformations happen long before anyone speaks a single word. Thank you for staying until the end of this journey. May your days be filled with peace, wisdom, hope, and the courage to continue becoming the very best version of yourself. And remember, the brightest light is the one that continues to shine with humility, compassion, and faith, because that kind of light has the power to change hearts in ways words never can.